Hey guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and today I gotta say it's not really a good time for crypto. Crypto definitely took a little bit of a beating, and now, I mean, we have covered Ethereum on the last time, how to properly hedge ourselves, and look at it, I guess one of our shorts actually worked out. And this is why it's really important in those times, because I know we actually lost the last two hedges, but this time around you can see that profit take at 7R, or you know how much, 14%, and such a small stop loss. You can see how much you really regain back and how much you really make extra on it. So this is what I said when I pulled this short. I said, well, if it has more than 10% win ratio, we're definitely good on it, right? So yeah, essentially speaking, crypto crashed a lot, and today I don't really have a good alt video because yes, it is blood on the market, but I need to see more daily closes. I need to see more stuff before I can recommend a buy on any alts right now, and I'm definitely not seeing that at the moment, at this current moment. Maybe there's gonna be one tomorrow, but I probably will not shoot a video on Christmas. But you know, at this time I would think we just gotta step back and just take kind of relaxed time. So today I want to cover some of the things on Ethereum. Just let's refresh our memory a little bit, and also want to show out BTC dominant chart and a normal BTC chart. So we will do kind of a roundabout thing. I also hope that I fixed my mic, because I went back, watched some of my videos, and I had this little sound, like, you know, like something was screeching a little bit behind my mic, and I think I did it really, I fixed it this time around. I had a little bit, my boost on Windows was too high. Okay, so let's just really see. So far we still haven't hit the last profit take on Ethereum, right? We're still waiting for under here, and if this gets hit, I'm gonna say there's gonna be one of the positions I'm gonna be playing, right? And I'm not gonna be playing this position and this position here. I'm gonna be actually playing this one at the bottom here. I'm gonna be making box a little bit bigger. And you can see, right, I'm gonna be making it for 520. I'm actually gonna make it a little bit bigger. Actually, I'm gonna be like here, because I don't want to get missed on this one. This is a really good buy zone, right? So this is one of the buy zones we can definitely be hitting on Ethereum if it actually gets down to here. But I'm not going to be making any more calls about the alts for now until I see what's going to happen with it, right? So yes, one of the alts, if you've taken this short, this is definitely a long you should be taking. Especially if you took it a short, you should be definitely taking this long, because, you know, it's again going to be a perfect hedge position. And let me just find a good stop loss on maybe a little bit lower time frame, so I can see better to the left side. And yeah, actually I can. I'm gonna use this candle for it, and you can see that the stop loss is of 4.7%, right, which is pretty good. And then our first profit take is going to be located right here. Let me just move it to the right so it's going to be better visible. And our first profit take is going to be right here already. And you can see, again, this is why it's important to take a long like this, because you hedge yourself against the short. And I know we're still on long technically, right? I mean, we will now slowly start exiting them. Depends on where Ethereum really ends up, right? So far, nothing drastic just yet. But now this time around, we're going to be hitting it around here for 12% or 2.6R, and it's pretty good, you know, and kind of gives you another edge to long, right? I mean, why not? We definitely have good position. And if we have short already taken, this is definitely one that we should be taking as well, and we risk the profits of the short. And if it just continues to go back down again, well, obviously, as you might guessed it already, if it comes all the way down here, we will definitely take some shorts as well, right? We will not be playing it only one side. Things will get a little bit complicated now, and they should get complicated, because when things are complicated, a lot of people will lose money, but you will have good chances of actually making some money. So yes, this would be your first profit take. This would be your second profit take on all the way up to 634 and 24%. And you can see all of these prices to the right. You can see my entries right here or here, right? And you can see my stop loss right down here, and profit take, and of course TP. And now let us go over to Bitcoin dominance, because this is the really one chart that I really wanted to discuss a little bit. Bitcoin dominance, as you can see, we had this chart, and this chart worked beautiful all up to this point, really, right? So this point actually had the worst nightmare happen that we didn't want to see, right? The worst nightmare. So I'm gonna now delete it, because there's no point. They didn't play out. I screwed it up, right? And idea was basically we lose this area, which we didn't in this case, right? If we lose this area, we will go only up to here, you know, and short it here and then go down, and the alts will be good, right? But in worst case scenario, we said it's gonna be hitting this area up here, and that's exactly what has just happened, right? So I'm gonna be now deleting those lines and actually making an area, a proper area on it. This is now a short area for a Bitcoin dominance. And if we zoom out, we can see right now that we kind of went all the way to up here, and that we really don't want to extend it anytime, or should I say anymore, right? As more as we extend this Bitcoin dominance right now, the more the alts suffer. And if this isn't really the top, if we manage to pump all the way up to here, then it's really getting scary, because Ethereum is gonna get smashed. And I'm gonna say not Ethereum, also XRP and all of that. And XRP got smashed. And XRP, actually, the worst case happened with XRP today, because I heard that they're actually going to delist it of some of the exchange, or some exchange already started delisting it, right? So people are actually afraid of SEC, right? And it's always bad to hear something like this, because what's the point of crypto? It's not decentralized at the end of the day. If we are afraid of XAC, right, these exchanges, and they start delisting XRP just because they got fined by them, right, it's definitely not good news for crypto, right? But yeah, enough of that. So yes, exactly, this is now the last defense area on Bitcoin dominance. If this quadrant doesn't, hold, we're gonna have a real big issues. It's gonna go above it, and then also gonna get smashed. So this is definitely one of the points now in this case right in here, that it should definitely hold for us to do better, right? So now if we can even go through the Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin did entirely different, as you probably expected, because Bitcoin dominance really didn't react that much, and Bitcoin just incredibly well maintaining that exposure, right? I mean, it is doing really good when it comes to it. It's not losing the levels, it's still holding the same kind of areas, but it did tag our 24k, where we kind of expecting a little bit of retracement, right? I mean, I did say we were expecting a little bit of retracement, but come on, I mean, this is barely any retracement, right? I mean, what is this? Did we even get like 6%? Like, definitely expected a lot more from now on. And plus, we can still obviously get it, because, we are hitting at Fibonacci resistance at here, and Fibos are not really that well, that strong at the end of the day. But they're good enough for you to make an adjustment in some, when you have nothing to the left side, and you have to make a decision about where the price, or you just kind of trying to get that extra sense where the price is going to stop. In this case, it worked out fabulously. But we still want to see a little bit bigger of a retracement on Bitcoin. And don't get me wrong, that I'm calling for a bear market, because I'm not totally. I just want alts to have their relief, right? We all want alts to rise a little bit, right? I mean, they've been suffering, and one of these alts that it's been suffering is also Link BTC, right? We had the most bestest area on Link BTC, and now that area got wrecked, because Bitcoin just continues to go up, just continues to do its thing, right? And right now you can see Bitcoin is still looking pretty okay, right? I mean, definitely it's not good to be going sideways like this and retesting, for like the third time and still rejecting. That's not a good sign, right? But when it comes to holding the middle area, it's still doing a pretty good job. And thus, I'm going to say right now, if we start now, like, closing under this, right, I'm gonna be doing something as of a similar trade that I did pull on Ethereum, right? I'm gonna be pulling a quick short on it, or should I say unsafe short, low time frame short on it. But for that, I want to be seeing some closes underneath here, right? And not just on 1 hour, I want to be seeing it on higher time frames, so basically seeing like 4 hour daily, right? So if during the Christmas we're gonna be getting something like this, right, or maybe something even deeper like this, I would definitely gonna be considering shorts. Or if it just drastically drops, which can happen as well because of this structure, I'm going to be going to trade the pullback right on this level here. This is gonna be my first trade, and then I'm gonna scale it in. Not like I'm gonna take another trade, I'm not gonna scale in the same trade, but I'm gonna slowly scale in into those shorts as well on Bitcoin. I'm just gonna take a chance at it, the same as I did on Ethereum, because that is the right thing to do, especially if you zoom out and you see this kind of structures, right? You see this kind of structures, you just know that once in a while, or should I say not once in a while, but that, in the future, Bitcoin will definitely visit 19k area again. I'm almost certain as to I want to bet my life on it. And I'm not gonna bet my life on it as if I'm gonna say this is gonna happen tomorrow, it's gonna happen next week or next month. I'm just gonna say someday in the future it's gonna happen, right? So yeah, so even though if you have sold some Bitcoin in 24K and I was like, oh shit, should I rebuy all back already? Well, you don't have to be afraid, because sooner or later you're gonna have chances of buying it back on 90K. You may not hit the top, because we already discussed this, you know, hitting the top is for gamblers, but once in a while you will probably most likely have a buy on 19K. And probably the realistic story, there will still be chances to buy it at 10K. That's the more realistic story that we are facing here. And you know, well, in the future, I don't know when, I'm not gonna try to predict timeline, you will have your chances to buy it at 10K as well. So yes, overall speaking, the markets right now can't really put my finger at the alt that would be paying off. Of course, if you're playing some of these micro caps on Uniswap, it's definitely a different story. But when it comes to Bitcoin, we have nothing to be afraid just yet. If it's gonna crash down, we're gonna start shorting it a little bit just to hedge our positions. Ethereum, we already know, if it goes 520, we're long in it, right? And obviously, again, we're gonna take some reshorts on it. We're just holding it for now. And for alts, we'll see where they go, right? I do hope that Bitcoin is gonna reject there and lose their Bitcoin dominance, so then we're gonna be able to play more of these alts. And this is basically for it, right? So guys, please do like our videos, subscribe to our videos, tell us if you like this kind of a content, right? Because today it was a little bit more broader market than what we usually do. Also join us at Free for Chat C community, right, where we do this analysis of coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we talk stop losses, we talk profit takes, we talk all of this stuff that really helps you grow as a trader. And also guys, we from 4C team would like to wish you a happy Merry Christmas. I hope everybody's gonna have a warm Christmas, you know, with their spending with their families and everything. And yeah, I guess we will be seeing each other in the next one.